breaking news now coming in. A tsunami has hit the coastal areas of Russia's Kuril island and Japan's large northern island of Hokkaido. This is what the foreign news agency have reported. Remember, earlier today, a 8.7 magnitude earthquake had hit Russia, several northern cities of Russia, after which Japan had sounded an alert on tsunami. But now we learn a tsunami has hit coastal areas of Russia's Kuril island and Japan's large northern island of Hokkaido. Details on damage are awaited, but what we learn is that an early emergency evacuation process has been issued as far as Japan and Russia are concerned. Helpline number has also been issued by Indian Embassy in San Francisco, and they have been asked to stay indoors and not move around the coastal areas. This is one of the world's strongest earthquakes that has struck Russia's Far East early on Wednesday. It is an 8.7 magnitude trembler that has set off a tsunami in the northern Pacific region and prompted warnings for Alaska, Hawaii and south toward the New Zealand. And the latest breaking news now coming in, the tsunami has hit Russia's Kuril Islands as well. The Japan Meteorological Department agency has said a first tsunami wave of about 30 centimeters had already reached Nemuru on the eastern coast of Hokkaido. Priyanka, my colleague, is joining me live from the newsroom on that. Priyanka, what is the latest that you can share about the tsunami that has now hit Russia and Japan? Priyanka, what is the latest as far as the tsunami that has hit Japan and Russia is concerned?
ऑडियो नहीं आ रहा है मेरे.
All right, we seem to have some audio connection problem with Priyanka. We'll try getting her back on the line, but the latest, ladies and gentlemen, tsunami has hit Russia's Kuril Island, also Japan's northern island in Hokkaido. An alert was already issued. Damage and evacuations were reported in Russian regions nearest the earthquake's epicenter on the Kamchatka Peninsula. Now, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center had said that waves up to 1 to 3 meters above the tide level were possible, and so is what has happened right now. The earthquake occurred around 8:25 a.m. Japan that time had a preliminary magnitude of 8.0. Japan and the United States seismologists have also been quoted said. Meanwhile, I believe Priyanka is back with us from the newsroom. On that note, Priyanka, what is the latest update as far as the tsunami hitting Russia and Japan are concerned?
Well, there was already an alert after the earthquake had hit one of the coast areas of Russia. And then what we see that as per the latest update, a tsunami has hit the coastal areas of Russia's Kuril Islands and Japan's large northern island of Hokkaido. And this is the report coming in. And what we also understand at this point in time, there were several tsunami warnings which were also issued. There were sirens blared, in fact, yesterday as well in Honolulu, and people were moved to higher areas and well. And on this side, what we also understand, the Japan Met Department said that the tsunami measuring 40 centimeters, which is 1.3 feet, was in fact detected. And on the south coast of Hokkaido, the northmost of the country's main islands. And as per the latest details and the breaking updates, what we are getting in is the fact that the tsunami has already hit. There were alerts which were issued earlier. The tsunami has hit Kuril Islands in Russia as well as Japan's large northern island of Hokkaido. This is the latest update coming in. There have been several measures also taken by the authorities earlier as well. Remember, last week also there was a tsunami threat which was issued in islands of Russia. And today, what we understand at this point in time, the tsunami hitting these coastal areas of both Russia and Japan has in fact brought in the sirens blazing, and the people have been shifted to higher areas just like they had exercised last week. We have to wait and see in terms of the other reports that come in regarding the tsunami, but the authorities are already putting forward all the measures that are required at this point in time in order to safeguard the people living in these areas.
Absolutely, Priyanka. Stay with me. Also share details on the extensive damage that has been caused in several parts of Russia and Japan.
Well, the first tsunami wave hit the coastal area of Severo-Kurilsk, the main settlement on the Russia's Kuril Islands in the Pacific. And according to the local governor, he said that residents were safe. So that is the latest development coming in. As for the governor, the residents are safe is what we understand. And they are staying on the high ground until the threat of a repeat wave was gone. So in terms of the damage, well, when we had seen those visuals coming in from Russia, several areas when the earthquake had hit, we saw that several items, from a shopping mart were thrown on the ground. On the other hand, when it comes to the, visuals of the tsunami coming in near the coastal areas, we understand that for now there is no particular damage that has been seen, but the people have been moved in the higher areas is what we understand, and everybody is safe. That is the confirmation coming in from the governor. On the other hand, when it comes to Japan, Japan was also being issued with several signals of moving people upwards, given the fact that the tsunami alert was already given after the massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake had hit Russia early yesterday. So we have to wait and see next what happens, given the fact that there will be more visuals coming in across social media regarding this particular information.
Absolutely, Riyanka. Thank you very much.